Hello, my name is Portia Cox. I am in College of Southern Nevada and I'm taking Dr. Herrera's Communications 101. And this is my persuasive speech, which is on specialized infant formula as medicine. Did you know that one of the leading causes of infant mortality is caused by infant formula? I want to persuade my audience of the FDA and DHS that modifications should be made in accordance to lists of specialized infant formula recognized as elemental infant nutritional medicine. I know the importance for modifying the FDA infant formula list due to my recent experience with neck disease, where my infant survived the NICU and is still fighting the odds of a 20% survival chance of advanced stage 3 neck disease, where she had been introduced to term formula by being fed in the NICU. First, I will discuss the problems associated in infant formula. I will discuss mandatory insurance coverages for elemental infant formulas. Third, I will discuss the long-term solvency by modifying the FDA infant formula list. Finally, I will discuss the practicalities for specialized infant formula to be covered as elemental nutritional medicine. First, I will discuss the problems associated with infant formula. Infant formula is one of the leading causes of mortality amongst newborns in the United States. It increases risk for neck disease, which is necrotizing enterocolitis. It increases nutritional deficiencies in infant and children. According to Jennifer Canvasser, co-founder of Neck Society organization, shares on her support group of neck disease, she mentions that the disease claims over thousands of lives yearly. According to the United States National Library of Medicine, April 5, 2018, the National Institute of Health and the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services all agreed that the causes of neck in infant who are fed formula rather than human milk, that elemental formulas such as recent tested prolactis should be the main source of nutrition in the NICUs in the United States, but only a few states practice this policy. By not modifying the approval list for elemental nutritional formulas, infants and children will fail to thrive, therefore increasing risk for infant mortality. Second, I will discuss mandatory insurance coverages for elemental infant formulas. Specialized infant formula approved under insurance as nutritional medicine is not mandated in every state. Mandated insurance coverage to help families struggling with cost of elemental formulas. There is risk for mental and/or physical impairment without the use of elemental formula. The insured must be diagnosed with diseases regulated under the participating states for insurance coverage on elemental formulas. The cost of elemental formula versus term formula is double the cost and less amount given, such as Abbott's EleCare 14-ounce costs $49.99 versus the Similac Advanced 17 ounces at $16.99. An infant consumes 8 bottles a day at 6 to 8 fluid ounces for roughly 12 months or more, with those associated with neck disease. The approval includes the importance of malnutrition and proper growth, providing better substance for mental and physical recognized by the FDA and DHS. According to the American Partnership for Eosinophilic Disorders, passed a bill participating in varied states mandate that elemental formulas be covered under insurance and be prescribed as a prescription at the pharmacy by approved physicians or registered nurses practitioners. Controversy over neck disease caused by underlying maternal medical problems from mother carrying twins. Controversy over limited funds approved by the Capitol Hill to fund for specialized infant formulas and proper classifications for approval regulations. According to Dr. J. Kim, shares a medical viewpoint on June 21, 2012. Babies with neck could be caused by a twin-to-twin transfusion syndrome, where one of the twin is compromised from too much or too little blood volume. According to the Medline community and DHS, that there isn't enough evidence that supports that mothers suffering from cancers or preterm labor complications causes neck, because the low funding association with neck studies. Third, I will discuss the long-term solvency by modifying the FDA infant formula list. The suffering infant, mother, and child can benefit from the elemental formulas modification for insurance coverages. For programs such as WIC helps with the cost of nutrition and vital for infant and children to thrive with associated diseases that need elemental formulas. WIC, which is a Women, Infant, and Children program, are available in all 50 states and vary in their available state guidelines. WIC helps with the cost of infant formula foods and obtaining help associated with specialized formula, although they have limitations on elemental formulas. If approved, they can help with the costs that associate with neck. They can give you numbers to call, such as Abbott's company, who is responsible for manufacturing the elemental formula. The life expectancy for child suffering GI infant formula-induced disease such as neck disease. Finally, I will discuss the practicalities for specialized infant formula to be covered as elemental nutritional medicine. The affordability required for proper nutritional intake to avoid malnutrition. That specialized infant formula be recognized as elemental nutritional medicine required for infant development. By having specialized infant insurance covered in all 50 states, you decrease the risk of introduction to infant formula diseases. The NICU will have to follow policies on updating lists covered as elemental nutritional medicine, essential for infant feeding in the first few months of birth. By not modifying the approval list for elemental nutritional formulas, infant and children will fail to thrive, increases risk for infant mortality. According to neonatologist specialist Victoria Nicholas, shared on October 2013, that malabsorption is when the bowel can't absorb nutrients normally, and this is a lasting problem for neck disease that causes mortality in the NICU wards across America. According to the National Institute of Health Science and Genetic and Rare Diseases Information Center, on February 5, 2013, we were unable to locate the information about long-term effects of life expectancy associated with neonatal NIC in individuals who are in their teens or adulthood, because most do not survive. In conclusion, that one of the leading causes of infant mortality is caused by infant formula, which brings me to my closing statement of the importance to persuade my audience of the FDA and DHS that modifications should be made in accordance to the list of specialized infant formula recognized as elemental nutritional medicine. By first, I discussed the problems associated with infant formula. Secondly, I discussed with you mandatory insurance coverages for elemental formula. And third, I discussed long-term solvency by modifying the FDA formula list. And then finally, I discussed the practicalities for specialized infant formula to be covered as elemental nutritional medicine. And that is one of the reasons why they have infant mortality. Thank you.